So what is house hacking? House hacking is when you buy a single family home and rent out the additional rooms, or when you purchase a 2 to 4 unit property and live in one unit and rent out the others. When done right, you should be able to offset all or a good portion of your housing cost, which is typically most people's largest expense. In my case, I purchased a 4-bedroom single family home and rent the 3 additional rooms. My room rentals are covering the mortgage payment, but I still pay the utilities. Now, how did I find my renters? Originally, I used a platform called Furnish Finder, which is geared towards travel nurses. My thinking was to find a renter with a good reputation and a stable job. Now, in my experience with Furnish Finder, it didn't work out the way I thought it would, at least for room rentals. But I did find my first renter on the platform. He wasn't a nurse, but a student from Houston that was taking an internship near my home in San Antonio. This turned out great, and he ended up renting from me for almost a year. I still talk to him from time to time to keep up with how he's doing, and this relationship may even lead to a potential business opportunity. But more on that in another video. The second platform I've used is Airbnb. I decided to put my master bedroom on this platform because it is a large room and has its own separate bathroom, which is appealing to short-term renters for the privacy. And since I'm a truck driver and not home every day, I've made the minimum stay for guests to 4 more days because I'm the person cleaning the room and not hiring it out. So I have to make sure that I'm home before the next guest so that I can clean the room. This is a positive in a couple of different ways. I'm able to keep the cleaning fees to a minimum. I mean, who wants to pay more for the cleaning fees than the actual cost of the room rental? I don't. And it keeps the turnover lower than the traditional 1 or 2 day stay. This also allows me to greet the guest and make them feel at home, which has resulted in me achieving superhost status and maintain a 5-star review rating. Now, a note to current and future Airbnb hosts. Make communication and hospitality your number 1 priority, in my opinion. My room is very simple. It's not as nicely put together as some of the others on the site, but because I have the basic amenities and communicate with my guests, I'm able to maintain that good rating, which is essential on Airbnb. I don't know about you, but bad customer service is a pet peeve of mine. I'd much rather give my business to somebody who is showing effort in their service and business and that they actually care about their clients than ones who don't. And my genuine goal is to make my guests feel welcomed, and I let them know that. I let my guests know that they have full access to the kitchen and laundry room and have even purchased additional appliances at the request of a guest. This is not only going to benefit the guest and the review, but will benefit me, my long-term renters, and future guests in having another appliance to use. Airbnb has also helped me find my long-term renters, with the most recent being a gentleman who has rented from me for over a year and has kind of become someone I trust to manage the house and not when I'm not home. Besides these 2 platforms, there's Roomster, Roommates, Spare Room, Roomies, and Facebook Marketplace. How do I verify a potential renter and collect rent? For tenant applications, background checks, and collecting rent, I use an app called Redi. I found them through the Bigger Pockets podcast, and they had a promo when I signed up, so I gave them a try. What I pay now on an annual basis is $144, but if you sign up with the link in my description, you will get the first 6 months for $1. I've had a pretty good experience with them, but since I just rent rooms and haven't had to take maintenance or repair requests, I haven't had the full experience of the platform. They do have a lot of good reviews online through the customer and the customer service has been great. Now, how it works is once I've been in communication with someone and want to have them apply, I just collect their name and email address and will send them an email with a link to apply within the RentRedi app. When they click the link, they will fill out the application and pay the fee for the background and credit check. Once they complete that, you will get a report of the findings. And all this is done without you having to personally collect their social security number because all records are processed through the app. For creating leases, I use lawdepot.com. Although it's becoming more common, I didn't see a lot of resources for room rental leases, but I have found one on lawdepot.com that's pretty good and that I can make small edits to accommodate my rentals. I would say if you're renting out rooms in your personal home, not to just use a typical whole house or apartment template, because some of the wording differs and you will want to make edits to the lease according to what you expect in your home. I believe it was about $20 for the one-time use, because I don't draw up leases all the time, but they do offer a monthly subscription model. Now, another thing that I liked about Redi is that I can upload my lease to their site and have the approved tenant digitally sign the lease. It will also have them take a selfie-style picture while holding up their photo ID. This is all done through the app, and a record will be kept of their signed lease. The tenant will pay the monthly rent through the app and will pay $1 to process the payment electronically. All you do is connect your bank account in the app and you'll get the payments deposited into your account. This has been very convenient for me and my tenants, and my tenants have been very good about paying on time. But you can also set up reminders in the app as well if you need to or wish to do that. In conclusion, that's pretty much it. I have great tenants and we all get along. I've had both male and female renters, but the same two guys have been renting from me for the longest. I even have a guest from Italy who found me through Airbnb that stays with me multiple times a year because his employer sends him here for work. I just block out those dates on the calendar, on the Airbnb calendar for him, so nobody else can reserve, and he's been an excellent guest. Now, you may not be open to the idea of having strangers in your house, but it's worked for me. I'm single and my children are adults and don't live with me, so it's been an ideal situation for me to house hack my home. If this is not something you wish to do, then I would suggest finding a duplex, triplex, or quad to house hack. Oh, and these all still qualify for consumer loan, which means that you can get the same type of financing as you would for a single family home. Google and YouTube have been my go-to for learning new things, from home ownership to house hacking to how to fix a light switch that stopped working. But there are communities of people like myself who have been through the same things. Feel free to comment below with questions or comments, and you can also message me on Instagram with the same handle, Drive to Fi. Thank you for watching Drive to Fi with Rick, and until next time.